Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anchua. So this is an embarrassing moment for me. I don't know how to feel about this video, my reaction. I'm going to just go in and let you know some few things I have said about some of these fragrances. I think when it comes to these 5 fragrances, I've given it the most negative reviews. I've given them the most embarrassing, negative, awful. I've said the worst things about these 5 fragrances in the last couple of years. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've dragged any other fragrances as much as I have dragged these 5 fragrances on this channel. Down the line, months, years down the line, do I feel same about these fragrances? Have they changed? Have they improved to the point that I now like them? Am I going to eat crow? I'm still going to stick to what I said initially about them. So my opinion is just mine, and I hope nobody comes for me when I give you my current taste about these fragrances. And I'm going to start off with the one that I have dragged the most on this channel. I got this fragrance about a year and a half ago, almost a year and a half ago, and I think my first reaction or video I did was one of the most negative reactions to any fragrance I have ever done on this channel. I spoke about it being the most chemically thin, smelling like insecticide, giving me back spray, raid chemical feel. And this is going to be Mask is Great by Zemaya. I remember when I did that video, I had another creator telling me I should let it macerate for about a year, and I was like, you know what, I could experiment with this. I can give it time. 1 year is not a lot of time. If only God makes it, we make it through life and I'm alive around that period or within 1 year, I was going to do that video. And this is the day I'm doing this video. Max is Great by Zemaya was somehow marketed as inspired by a version of Max Therapy by Initio. And I remember doing the reviews and people were telling me, no, it is not inspired by Max Therapy, but something else, which I have even forgotten what it's about. It's been about 1 year, 2 months since I've had this fragrance, and I'm just here to give you an update and let you know whether I think this is good or not, So this is Zemaya's Mask is Great, and at the current state, I would like to eat crow at this current state. I would like to eat crow just because after 1 year, 2 months, I think this has macerated into a beautiful fragrance that I think I will wear. I know if I pick this one up and I spray, it's no longer giving me that chemical feel. It's not giving me that insecticide feel, that back spray feel. It is no longer giving me that after 1 year, 2 months. It is now giving me a fresh, musky, powdery, laundry sheet vibes. There's slightly, that back spray thing, slightly, I can get it, but it's more of a perfume spray sort of thing to me now, that I think if I really want to wear this, I will without being offended by it by myself. However, although I would say I now like this fragrance, I don't like it enough for me to say I'm going to absolutely be in love with this, give it like my top 10 musky fragrances. It's still not giving me that, but at its current state, I think I enjoy it much more. That back spray thing has significantly gone down. I now get that fresh, musky, powdery sort of thing that people said they got at the initial state that I didn't get. But it took me 1 year, 2 months to get there. And that is my problem with this fragrance. If I buy a fragrance, I know Middle Eastern fragrances are on the cheaper side and you buy it to macerate or age it yourself. However, I don't think I have 1 year, 2 months to wait on any fragrance at all. It doesn't matter the price point. Even if it is offered to me for free, I don't want to wait on it for 1 year, 2 months to get to that significant change where I feel I can appreciate it the more, the most. So for that reason, I will still not recommend this, especially for people who are looking for something like right now and there to use. If you're looking for something to use right away, I wouldn't say go for Mask is Great by Zemaya, because it's not going to give you the right now, let me get it and go. It needs like months upon months to macerate, so Now I will use it. I would actually spray this one out and hopefully nobody's offended by that. But I will still not recommend it because the maceration period is just a little too much and it is not worth it. It is not worth it, even if it's giving it to you for free. Unless you enjoy that back spray vibe right away, then that is going to be for you. So I'm just going to eat crow on this one. Say I enjoy it a lot more now. It's improved significantly, but it's still not my favorite, and I wouldn't recommend if it makes any sense at all. So that is Mass is Great by Zimaya. The next one I'm going to talk about is going to be La African Drama. I was so excited getting this fragrance. I really wanted to enjoy this, but I didn't. I couldn't. It just felt also chemically and headache inducing. It's like white florals and some smoky coconut, meaty, like creamy meaty coconuts, almost on the suntan lotion vibe, but like dressed up, sort of coconut, but smoky and a lot of white florals giving me a headache. I spoke negatively about this like quite a lot and I decided to let it macerate. It's been a year now, or a little above a year now, since I've had La African Drama. I still do not like this one. I still, after 1 year, do not like La African Drama. It's still giving me almost. It's improved. It's improved. I wouldn't say it's not changed. It's macerated. It's aged, but it's still giving me the same headache-inducing white florals, which I'm not a fan of. I still get that fake coconut with that smoky nuance, which I'm not a fan of. And I'm still getting that, headache inducing white floral and whatever the composition is, I'm not sure, but I'm still not a fan of this after 1 year. So it's this I just have to give it away, or I have other plans for this, which I will share in a few moments. But I have other plans for it. Either I declutter or do that thing with this. So yeah, African Drama. I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't wear this. It was known to be inspired by DNG's The Only One Intense, which to me, it doesn't give me that vibes at all. It doesn't remind me of that. You can see slightly some resemblance here and there, but it is not in my opinion. And I wouldn't recommend this. If you're a fan of this, no offense, but I really, after 1 year, I'm not enjoying this, at all. So yeah, African Drama. The next one I'm going to go with is going to be a classic girly, fun, very divided, like half of the population were for it. I was part of the population that was not for it. I don't think I ever said anything very positive about Yara, the OG Yara. I've had this for about 2 years now. The beginning of my channel, I got this one, but I had already sampled this like prior to getting this. It wasn't something that really called me. I was like, okay, one of those things, just girly, flirty, fun, simple, juvenile. It's been 2 years now. Do I like it now? I do. I do like Yara now, but not as much for me to wear this on like daily basis or say I'm pulling it out. I actually can appreciate Yara a lot more just because I've come across other strawberry lactonic fragrances which are similar. Currently I think I'm enjoying the Sublime, the one from Latafa, the Noble Blush a lot more. It's one of my favorites from Latafa in recent times. And I can see where the cool similarities here and there. This to me is much more enjoyable than I initially got it. I could barely smell anything from it. The smell was like non-existent. It was faint and everything. After 2 years, I can smell a lot more. I appreciate it a lot more. I enjoy it a lot more. I will still keep this one. I'll keep Yara. I'm not getting rid of Yara, but it's not one I'm going to pull out for on regular basis. So I think I like this one a lot more than I initially got it, although it's not my favorite, of the bunch. When it comes to this milky thing, I appreciate it. I think it's very smooth. One of the positives about this fragrance, the fact that it comes across as very well blended. It is very well, testing it now, it is very well blended as compared to other fragrances. It is very well blended, it is very smooth, it is good, it is good, but it's probably not like my greatest cup of tea. I will recommend this. I don't think I ever really recommended this. I think it's late for me to say I'm recommending this because everybody and their mama, has this fragrance now. But if I were to be like new to this fragrance, I would have said, if I had not tested this and I'm testing this now, probably my taste would have evolved to the point where I appreciate these less potent juvenile, on the borderline juvenile, fragrances. I appreciate them a lot more now, and I think I'm going to still keep Yara in my collection. I enjoy it a lot more. So on this, I'm eating crow. I'm taking back my words, and I say I enjoy Yara now than initially when I got it. So that is going to be the next one I have is going to be a fragrance that I still don't like it. I still do not like it. I still do not like it. I think I've come across other fruity, fermented, pulp like, like fruit pulp, fermented sort of fragrances with patchouli and musk that I appreciate a lot more. And for that reason, I'm still not a fan of Anna Beard. I am white. I can tolerate it now, but for whatever reason, it wasn't and it's still not. I'm still not a fan of this fragrance DNA at all. Maybe it's the mask or something. There's something about this that puts me off. I would rather do Caltout Royal blends. I would do something different, I would do something different. There are other fruit chilies and fruity musky pulpy fragrances I would do than I Am White by Lattafa. So I'm still not a fan of this one at all. And the last fragrance I want to talk about is one that is like, I think the newest, I would say, of all these five, Brush Vanil by Lattafa is the one that has not stayed up to 1 year. But the last time I tried it, I still didn't like it. I still don't get that gourmand thing. It is like green and herbal, and I don't get that vanilla anything. It's one of the fragrances I left behind waiting for it to get to me. I don't even mind if that fragrance never gets to me. That is the truth. If it gets lost in translation, never gets home to me, I wouldn't cry over it. It's just like one of those fragrances. It doesn't do anything for me. I'm not enjoying the scent profile. It is not for me. Even on a man, I don't enjoy it on a man. So Brush Vanille is one of those fragrances. I think I've had it for about 5 or 4 months. It was like very fresh when I got it. So I've had it for as long as it's been released, and I don't still enjoy Brush Vanille by Lattafa, so that if I never get to it, or it doesn't get to me, it gets lost somewhere, I wouldn't even look for it, So these are 5 fragrances. Some of them actually turn around for the better, and some is still the same thing for me, but that is how I feel about these 5 fragrances currently. And let me know what you think. Let's discuss in the comment section, because I know people will go like, oh, come for me, whatever. I don't really mind at this point. It's just my opinion. So let me know what you think about the change of heart, or the, whatever it is that you feel about these fragrances. And thank you so much for your time here. And I hope this video found you well. So please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye-bye.